exporters bank. This is importers bank, importer. Importer and exporter have signed an agreement. So let me hold it. Imagine this. The exporter is moving the goods from China, Shanghai, is coming to Apapa, and offshore South Africa, what's the name? Indian Ocean, the vessel capsized. Who has lost money? It has left China, it has not gotten to Nigeria. Who has lost money?
People should talk.
Don't do chorus answer. If you know the answer, raise up your hand.
Valerie.
If good is coming to Nigeria, who has lost money? Buyer or seller? No, not say it depends. You can know because it's coming to Nigeria. Who has lost money? Seller. It's coming to Nigeria.
This said that you.
Now, you know why I'm emphasizing Nigeria? Someone say it depends on the Incoterms you are correct, but in the case of Nigeria, you can't say depend. You know the Incoterms now. What's the Incoterms for import? So, if an exporter ship the goods from Shanghai and the good is coming to Nigeria and the vessel capsized in Indian Ocean, who has lost money? If you say it is seller, that's why we need to discuss this. Because Incoterms that we use in Nigeria for export, particularly for CFR, means that the risk of the exporter ends while the goods are loaded on board in China, so who is bearing the risk to destination? So if the vessel capsizes, who is bearing the risk? Who is supposed to do insurance? Can you see why insurance is done locally in Nigeria? Does it make sense to you? This is exactly the reason why you must do insurance in Nigeria. Because according to the Incoterms, the government approved for this kind of shipment. The risk is on who? Since the risk is on you, the buyer. Yes, go ahead.
Mike, please.
If that risk is on Nigerians, I get the insurance aspect, but if that risk is on us, why did Nigerian government approve
But there's a cover for the risk now. It's helping the insurance company locally now. If you say you want FOB, no problem. Maybe the insurance will be done somewhere else. No, even in FOB, the risk is still yours. The risk is still yours. The idea is this. Now, I'm sure some things are getting clearer to you. You know, I was asking that you should be asking what? Why? If you keep asking why, you appreciate the reason besides some of the regulations you have to deal with. And like I said, it becomes a lot easier to also advise and when necessary to bend the rule without breaking the rule because you know exactly why that is necessary. So we do CFR for Incoterms. Now, what's Incoterms? Incoterms separate transaction cost and risk between buyer and seller in a trade transaction. Does it make sense? Incoterms does what? Separate transaction cost and risk. So it shares the responsibility while the good is in transit. The implication of that is that, before 1933, when Incoterms, the first Incoterms came into being, I kept asking myself, how were the trader dealing with issues in transit? Because it's going to be crazy. You are going to tell me, hey, the good can find it. Hey, but them have ship. Hey, but I'm not receiving. So who will bear the risk? Oh, I like that. Gentleman's agreement. I hope it will be gentle when the goods are not.
Millions of dollars can never be gentle.
What else is there? Go ahead. Okay. Why important? It's not your customer. It's still Incoterms, only that Incoterms will be determined by the country where it's going to. Different countries have different. For export in Nigeria, there's no Incoterms. You can use any Incoterms for export, but for import, it must be CPT if it's going by road or by air, but if it's by sea, it's what? CFR. Now, we have monomodal Incoterms, exports, free carrier, carrier clear to, carrier insurance clear to, deliver at place unloaded, deliver duty paid. Then we have Incoterms for inland waterway and sea, free alongside ship, free on board, cost and freight, cost insurance and freight. Cost insurance and freight. Now, let me explain each of the Incoterms. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Last slide, just a minute, please.
Okay, on to school. No, this is online. You can get it online. Now look at this. Look at this simulation. Look at this. X works. In X works, exporters risk and cost end where? In the warehouse. So let's place a picture. I am an exporter from Nigeria and I produce a Oluyole in Ibadan. And I want to ship to Ghana. If I am doing X works, the Ghanaian importer will fly into Nigeria, come to Ibadan, come to my warehouse, pay for the goods, and I will release the goods to him. And he's going to bear the cost of moving it by road to Lagos, get the claim again, clear it through custom, move it by road or sea to Ghana. By himself, or using an agent. But if I'm doing free carrier, the risk and cost end where? At the terminal. So in this case, I'm not going to leave it in Ibadan. When I finish production, I'm going to move it from Ibadan to a terminal in Lagos, maybe a uniform container terminal, if I'm going by sea, or move it to Nako at the airport, or move it to Okeari or Oduade, the market where they load goods out of Nigeria every evening by road, both legal. Now, immediately I deliver it to that location, the importer gets an agent who will move it from there. I will have done the NXP, I will have cleared it for export, but moving it through the border down to the destination will be done by who? The importer. But in free alongside ship, the risk and cost of the exporter ends where? So that means I will move it from Ibadan, move it to Apapa, move it to the ship side, overlooking the ship. There's a quay, a platform, where I must incur the cost of delivering to that platform, overlooking the ship and waiting to be loaded. That's called free alongside ship. And as an exporter, I'm bearing all the costs from Ibadan down to that point. That means anywhere my risk and cost end, that of importer what? Starts from there. Look at the next one. CPT CPT carriage paid to. Now, my cost, my risk extends to destination, but my cost ends at the terminal. So this is like I'm delivering to Nako again. But instead of delivering to Nako and my risk and cost end, I deliver to Nako, my risk ends there, but I'm bearing the cost of transport to Ghana. So that means even though I'm bearing the cost of Ghana, if anything happens in transit, it's bearing the risk, the Ghanaian buyer. But my risk ends where? At Nako in Nigeria. NCA plus freight equals to CPT. Just the way FOB plus freight equals to what? CFI. CPT plus insurance equals to CIP. So here I'm bearing the cost to destination, I'm bearing the insurance to destination, but my risk end where? At the terminal. Note something here. Who is bearing the risk to destination? No. Who is bearing the risk to destination? The importer. Who is paying for the insurance to destination? The exporter. Do you notice something there? Even though I am not the one that have insurable interest in the good, because I'm not bearing the risk to destination, but I'm bearing the cost. So that means I will be doing that insurance on behalf of importer. So whenever you see CIF, CIP, even though exporter is paying for insurance, but who is he paying for on behalf? So the first loss payee of that insurance is who? The buyer. Only that the seller is the one bearing the cost, paying the premium to the insurance company. FOB, very familiar. The risk and cost of the exporter and why the goods are loaded on board the vessel at the port of loading. So in this case, I'm bringing it all the way from Ibadan. I'm not just coming on the ship side though, I will load it on board the vessel. The goods are going to be on board the vessel at the port of loading. And my risk and cost end. But look at the next one, similar to CPT. In CFR, my cost extends to destination, paying freight to destination, but my risk end where? On board the vessel. Same for CIF. In CIF, I bear the cost to destination freight, I bear the insurance to destination, and I'm also bearing the risk up to what point? On board the vessel. This is why FOB plus freight equals to what? CFR. And CFR plus insurance equals to CIF. DAP, deliver at place. Now, it is only in DAP, DPU, and DDP that the exporter risk extends beyond his country to destination. Does that make sense? Do you understand that? The extra risk extends from where? His country to where? Destination. It's only in DDP, DAP, and DPU. So what happened? Exporter bear the risk, cost to destination, and bear the risk to destination. Deliver at place. But in this deliver at place, if I'm moving it from Ibadan, right? From Ibadan to Lagos. From Lagos to Benin. From Benin, Togo. From Togo to Ghana. From Ghana to Tamale. A warehouse in Tamale, Ghana. Or a warehouse in Accra, in Ghana. But when I get to the warehouse, I will not bear the cost of unloading it out of the truck. Does it make sense? But in deliver at place unloaded, I will deliver it to that location and I will bear the cost of unloading the goods from the truck into the warehouse. In deliver duty paid, please note, in DAP and DBU, when the good gets to border of Ghana, Aflao in Ghana, when he gets there, I will just call the guy. I'm here, I will come and pay duty. He will be the one to come and pay duty and give me the document. The document he has used for clearance is what I'm going to use to pass. I'm not bearing the cost, even though I'm going to deliver it inside Ghana, right? But who is bearing the cost of clearing at Ghana? The importer. But under DDP, I will not just bear the cost of shipping to Tamale, Ghana. I will not just bear the cost of duty payment and the border in Ghana. I will also bear the risk to that destination. That's why X works. Give the highest risk to who? Highest responsibility to who?
Importer.
And DDP responsibility to who? Exporter. So more like exporter. So it's balanced. These are 11 Incoterms and you can choose your choice. Whichever one you like. You are free. But in Nigeria, we have chosen what? CPT and CFR for import. There's no Incoterm for export. For export, you are free to use any kind of Incoterm you choose.